participate in it as well. It's a great cause, and hopefully put a lot of smiles on some kids' faces on Christmas. So with that, I'll take whatever questions you got.
Your spot in the championship game is secure. What have you been telling the guys this week? The importance of winning this game. What would it mean?
Well, I mean, it's a 10th win. We haven't won 10 games here in 21 years, so that's a big deal. We have not, again, most of these guys weren't even born 21 years ago, so and we got to finish strong. I mean, it's about being our best. We want to be the best we can be, and if we're going to do that, we've got to keep moving forward. You can't be satisfied. The best of the best are never satisfied. They're always striving to get better. And that's what we got to continue to do. Let's strive to get better. Lord, have mercy. You watch the tape. We got all kind of improving to do in every area, every position. There's nobody that can watch the tape and say that boy, we've just arrived. I mean, we got a lot to do to get better. And that's what it's all about. So, you know, it'd be great to get a 10th win. Hey, we got a chance to win 7 ACC games, you know, which hadn't happened at Clemson since '83, 28 years. That's a big deal. It's a big deal to our team. It's a big deal to our fans. So there's plenty on the table out there for these guys. And yeah, we're the best in the division. We've earned that. But you know, there's more out there. So let's go from good to great. That's what we're trying to do. It's going to be a tough challenge. I mean, we don't have an easy road the rest of the way, but you know, we just got to keep working and show up ready to play and try to do everything we can to win each game. And from a big picture standpoint, every win is critical. When you're trying to have the best finish you possibly can have, every win is critical. So we've got to just concentrate on playing the best 4 quarters that we can this Saturday. This is a very, very important game as far as our goals are concerned, and that's really the only game that matters. It's the next game.
And the extra, I don't want to say emphasis, but the fact that Taj put the ball in a lot of places he shouldn't have last week, and you're facing, you know, one of the top turnover forcing teams in the country. You know, do you sit him, does Jack pull him aside or anything like that?
Yeah, that's 7 turnovers in 2 ball games. What do we have? What do we have all year?
8 in the first 8.
Yeah, we've had 15 all year in 10 ball games and 7 in 2 games. Heck yeah, that's a concern. We got to just, you know, we just got to be smart. And you know, a couple of them were kind of fluky, but we've had some really bad ones. Turnovers, putting the ball on the ground. First of all, by our backs, fumbling it. You know, we've had 3 fumbles. We haven't had that. You know, so it's ball security, and then as I said Sunday to some of you guys, I guess on the phone, you know, Taj is. His success and his confidence is sometimes not a positive because he has so much confidence that he can make every throw. I mean, he thinks he can throw it through that camera right there. I mean, he doesn't, you know, that is open for Taj, and you don't want to take that mentality away from him. I mean, he is special when it comes to his ability to fit balls in tight spaces. That's one part of it. The other part of it is he's got so much confidence in his receivers, you know, that these guys are going to make the play for him, that they're going to bail him out. And but he's, the last couple of weeks, we've played a couple of teams that have been dropping 8 guys, and you know, we got to be smart. For a perfect example, we had a 3rd and 14 on Saturday, and I mean, if he just checks the ball down, we run for 20 yards. Because they're so deep, and you know, we're still trying to force the ball in a little tight space, and there's hands getting on it and all that. So just kind of dialing back in and being a little bit more disciplined from a progression standpoint, and just taking what's there. But you know, again, you don't want to lose his mentality, because that's one of the things that makes him special. But yeah, we're coaching that really hard. And, certainly going to have to do a better job than what we've done the last couple of weeks.
Is it almost that he's more cautious of his throws to the flat than he is down the middle? It looked like a couple times last week he almost threw it, and then he
No, I mean, like I said, he's confident in whatever throws, whether it's outside, inside, but we've had a lot of people dropping on us these last 2 ball games, getting their hands on balls, and, balls we probably should not have thrown. Now, the one pick he had the other day was the right read. It was open, but the ball just sailed on him. I mean, just sailed. Then we came back the next drive, and we hit the same, different presentation, same play, and we hit Jerron Brown on a strike, and same throw. And so that was good to see him, just kind of come right back and make the throw that he just missed for an interception, in a tough spot there. But he's played 10 ball games as a starter. He's got a chance to start over 40 games at Clemson in his career. I mean, this joker, he's 25% of the way there. I mean, he's got a long way to go, he's still an improving player and a learning player, and he'll learn from all those experiences. But I just love how he never quits. I love that about him. I love how he always responds, and that's really good for us, especially as we move forward.
Coach, harping on that same point you just made, your team showed the ability to come back from double-digit deficits. I know in your press conference after the game Saturday, you seem a little bit agitated about having to always come back in games instead of just putting teams away and staying in front from the get-go. What are you trying to work on this week to start strong and finish strong and play full quarter?
Well, I mean, that is a great quality to have in your football team. Never quit. That's a sign of mental toughness, as well as physical toughness, and that's what you want in your team, because at the end of the day, it's a 60-minute game. You're not going to win every game by 21 points. Other teams got good players too, and it's about finding a way to win and overcoming. And adversity in every football game is a microcosm of life. I mean, good things happen, bad things happen. You keep moving, and you learn from it. And that's what this team has done. And I think we've come back 3 times now, about 14 or more, a couple times in one game. So that's a great quality. But we've got to stop getting in those situations. And it's the things that we control that is the most frustrating thing to me. But that's just part of where we are right now as a football team, and we're making some mistakes. Just like we go in at the half the other day, 14-7. I mean, listen, you're playing a championship game. You're getting championship effort by both teams. Everybody just talks about the fact Clemson could win the division. Well, them suckers could win it too, and they were playing like it, and you got to give them a ton of credit. But you got a touchdown lead at the half, and you feel pretty good about it. And the next thing you know, they take a punt back on you, then you fumble the ball, then you throw a pick, and it's 21 points in a matter of, I mean, you hadn't even blinked. But this team, with our offense, we feel like we can score at any time, and that was the objective, was to be an offense that could be explosive, and I think that we have shown that. But we never feel like we're out of it. There's never a sense of panic with this football team. That starts with the leadership on our team. These guys they believe in what we're doing, and they also understand the problems. They know where the mistakes are made, and we just got to get more guys, really committed to performing consistently at the level that they're capable of performing, and every single play. That's our issue right now. We'll have 9 out of 11, then it's 8 out of 11, then it's 11 out of 11, then it's 10 out of 11, and the problem is when you're playing against solid teams, if you don't have everybody on the same page, and you're not just a dominant football team. Mistakes lead to issues, and that's what's happened with us. We didn't punt the ball well at all the other day. That 30-something yard punt with 3-second hang time, well, that puts you in a bind right out of the get-go. And then a couple guys aren't very disciplined in the coverage lane, and next thing you know, you lose momentum, and you go out there and we put the ball on the ground. That's football. But at the end of the day, you you learn from it, and that's what our team did, and we went back out and we corrected it, and, you know, went down the field, got stops, did what we needed to do, and, found a way to win the game.
Dabo, how closely do you pay attention to the BCS, the schools that are ranked higher, maybe ahead of you? And do you look at this closing stretch of the season and look at those teams in front of you and try to see scenarios where you take care of your business, where maybe you could slide in to that top 2 slot?
Yeah, well, I don't think that you really should even think about that stuff till about after the 9th game, about where we are. That 9th, 10th game, okay, maybe you can start taking a look at it and seeing, you know, what your potential is. Prior to that, it's just a waste of time because it changes so drastically every week. But now where we are, there's probably 3 undefeated teams and probably just a handful of 1-loss teams. Every game is critical. Every game is critical. So we're focused on trying to have the best finish we possibly can have. You know, the next 2.5 weeks, we're going to play 3 ball games. And we have a chance to finish strong, and that's what we're, you know, planning to do, and that's what we're focused on. And then, hopefully we can, you know, have a great bowl game and you know, close this season out as ranked as high as we possibly can. You know, those are the things that we control. I don't sit around and worry about other people as far as, well, this, all that. I don't worry about that stuff. But I do know where we are, and I know what our potential is if we'll take care of our business.
Coach, what's the chance Sammy might get arrested Saturday?
It's really going to be up to him. I mean, we're going to keep getting him ready and expect him to play. Looked a lot better yesterday. Feels a lot better. You know, it's one of those things. He's just a little sore. We're not going to hit him this week, and probably make a decision on game day, just kind of how he feels. We're going to do everything we can to win this game. Simple as that. And this is the most important game of the season. This one right here. Just trying to win this one. But if he's not 100%, if he doesn't feel confident, then you know, we'll hold him. But right now on Tuesday, it's just hard for me to answer that.
You saying he's cleared physically, and it's just up to him whether he feels like he can play or not?
If we were playing the championship game this week, he definitely would play. It would be no question. But it's one of those, and I've had the same injury. I know it's painful, and you know, you can play with it. You get a shot, and you go play on game day, and you're sore as heck on Sunday and Monday and Tuesday, and then it's kind of a process you go through, and it takes time for it to heal up, and it takes it takes a little bit of time off from pounding, and but again, we want to make sure he's as close to 100% as we possibly can get him. So we'll see where he is by Saturday, and if it's something that he's still not quite there yet, then we'll hold it. But you know, that's going to be determined.
Coach, getting back to what you were talking about a minute ago, your defense has made some big plays late in games, and you know, there was Brandon and Randy making the sack the other night to finish the game off, even when they hadn't necessarily played that well earlier in the game, maybe. You know, is that just a matter of those guys getting focused in later in the game, or Coach Steele's adjustments?
Yeah, just, you know, it's like you said, getting better, learning from the mistakes throughout the course of the game, just like you learn from them throughout the course of the season. And it was great to see our defense get to a couple of huge stops with 5 minutes to go. And I guess they got the ball back about a minute 15 or so when we missed that kick, and we get it back with 40-something seconds. I mean, that was huge, and the sack was big too, because it gave us the field position, you know, to have a chance to get in striking distance, so to speak. So they just keep playing, you know, and you know, it was a great play. It was good to see 2 senior guys, you know, step up big for us in that situation.